As heard on the Mike King Biz Radio Network and ESPN Richmond, welcome to Virginia Sports Exchange, where sports and business intersect. Virginia Sports Exchange is a radio show and podcast where we discuss the dynamics of sports and the opportunities it creates economically and for individuals in our region. Interviewing those with multiple roles in athletics, I am your host, Stephen Lewis. Big thanks to the voice of RVA Business Media, Mike King, and show creator Jonathan Johnson for the platform. Follow us on IG at VA Sports Exchange and subscribe to our YouTube channel, Virginia Sports Exchange, to stay locked in with us. Today's show is sponsored by 804 Coaches for Change, a Virginia nonprofit dedicated to positive change through sports, providing outlets and opportunities not normally available for youth. The 804 Community Classic, our flagship event, is coming up this week, December 19th, 20th, 22nd, and 23rd. 19th and 20th is at St. Christopher School, 20th and 23rd at Henrico Sports and Events Center. Tickets are on sale now. Visit 804coachforchange.org. That's 804coachforchange.org to get your tickets. We are thankful to have a few coaches that will lead teams in the Community Classic with us today. A few things about the tournament before we get to our guest. There are two-game tournaments per gender. 4-team tournament for the girls, 2 of those, a 4-team tournament for the boys. 2 of those, we will crown 4 champions over the weekend, and we are excited to get to it this week and see some good basketball. We will start with the boys tourney. I'm so excited to have my guys in here, ODAC legends. They're legends in my book. To my left, Hamill Jones of St. Christopher School, Adam Desgain of J.R. Tucker. Fellas, thank you guys for joining us tonight, man.
Thank you for having us.
Thanks for having us. And I've never been called an ODAC legend before.
Legend.
He's one, but
Definitely not. Definitely not. I appreciate it. Definitely.
So it's really unique having you guys both here because obviously you both play ODAC basketball, but you're both coaching your alma mater. So can you just talk about, I'll go to you first, Ham. We'll talk about how it is being back at your alma mater. I know you wanted to turn St. Chris basketball into something. I don't know if you expect it to be what it is right now, but just talk about that for me.
Yeah, no, it's been great. It's hard to believe this is my 20th year coaching at St. Chris. I did 3 years as the JV coach and then had the opportunity to coach the varsity following a fantastic coach, Chris Brown, who was a great coach at Tucker as well. And, it's just special. I grew up as a kid going to the games, dreaming of playing for St. Chris one day, and then was able to play. And then to be able to coach is special. So all the time I'll think back to coaches that I played for that had a meaningful impact. So it's been a lot of fun.
Hamill played at Washington Lee. Adam played at Randolph-Macon. I always see him at the Macon games, seeing my nephew KP play out there for him. Talk about being at Tucker, man. I know that's a dream come true for you as well.
Yeah, it's been great. It's year 7. It's been kind of up and down. Last year we kind of turned the program around. I thought we finished 19-5, which was the best record. I think before Tim Legler was there, like right around that time, we lost in the regional semifinals to Bird, who was very good.
Yep.
But it's been a work in progress. I mean, it's been great to they're going from losing 34 straight games to going to 19-5 is a huge testament. I mean, we've got a motto, brick by brick.
Yeah.
So we've started to build it up. So it's been great, and I'm excited.
Absolutely. You go back 19-5, like you said. Now, obviously, you got some roster turnover and getting it back going. So you've had that experience going through the losing streak. So now I know it's off to a little bit of a rough start, but it's early. So what are you telling your guys right now to be able to work through this?
Yeah, I mean, when you graduate 14 seniors and don't bring back a single player, it can be tough. I mean, I've got a really good group of guys this year. I start 3 sophomores, play 2 juniors. There's not a senior on the roster this year. So the biggest thing is that I'm telling them is, I mean, you don't really get your game experience until you kind of get thrown into the fire.
That's right.
So we've started off kind of slow, had some really good games. So just I'm excited to get back to it tonight.
Got you. Saints are 4-1, lost the first game of the season. Got Darius Gray back, first team on Metro. How are the guys coming together? I know you're going into exam week as well this week, so you get some practice, but how are the guys looking right now?
Yeah, very excited. We've now had 2 full practices where we've had everybody there because we had a number of guys that were playing football that were recovering from some injuries at the end of the year, and then we had some sickness go through our team. So it's been nice to have the full complement of guys in practice and playing in a couple games, and hopefully we can stack those practices and games on top of one another so we continue to develop the continuity and chemistry that we think will be important this year.
Gotcha. All right. So I'll go back to you, Adam. So you're starting with Hanover. First game, that will be Saturday, December 20th at St. Chris. 3 p.m. game starting the change bracket. You got Hanover and it's Highland Springs and Hopewell for the 4:30 p.m. game in that bracket. So tell me what you know about those teams. Obviously, a lot of powerful names in there. You think Highland Springs, Hopewell, you think good basketball, and Hanover's been good as well the past 10 years or so.
Definitely. I mean, the first thing, I got to go against my guy, Rob Rice, who I've known, who also played in the ODAC. He's a Bridgewater guy.
Yep.
I talked to him a lot. I mean, they very well coached. They bring back a lot of guys.
Yeah.
I talked to him a lot. They've done really well in Class 4. I mean, then at the bottom, you've got Highland Springs and Hopewell. I mean, the names kind of speak for themselves.
Yeah.
I know Hopewell has some guys transfer, but they're still going to be extremely well. I think Highland Springs brings back a lot as well. I mean, they won a state championship last couple of years, coming back down to Class 5. So it doesn't really matter who you play. It's going to be a tough game.
Absolutely. And in the Unity bracket, coaches are all private school this time. First time we've had that in the 5 years of tournament. Grace Christian and TPLS in the first round at 6 p.m. And then you guys will host St. Michael the Archangel out of Fredericksburg. This is the first time we've had a team that's not in the 804 in a tournament, trying something new, bring some new flavor in. St. Michael beat St. Chris to open the season last year, so that's a rematch from that as well. Just talk to me about what you see in that bracket.
Yeah, no, I'm excited to see both Grace Christian and TPLS play in person. I saw Grace Christian; they're off to a good start, 4-2, and then I saw TPLS play a very good Steward Hall team, tough, and Steward Hall beat us to open the year.
Absolutely. So
that's going to be an exciting game, and then St. Michael. Jason's done a great job there, a good coach and great guy. They knocked us back in the first game last year, which ended up being really good for us, I think, in the long run, because they exposed us on some things, and we worked and hopefully got better. So we know it's going to be a really tough game and an exciting one.
Absolutely. So when you guys look at these early season tournaments, I'll go to you first, Adam. What's your goal? Obviously, you want to win it, but what are you looking for from your team to be able to use that as a springboard going into January 2026?
I think for me, for having a very, very young team, is getting game experience, is also playing against some really good competition too. Because it's kind of hard when last year a bunch of teams, they dropped us. They don't want to play us anymore because which is a sign that you're doing right thing. And then finding games against really good competition, I think will benefit us. We're in Class 6 this year, so Class 6 is loaded. There's 9 teams in our region. Top 8 go. I mean, you've got Lansdowne, Oscar Smith. You got Western Branch, Grassfield, Thomasdale, Byrd, Manchester, and Cosby. So the last place team does not get in. So I think this tournament here will kind of test us more. And then so hopefully when we get on a roll, the second half of the season.
Is that a 2-year thing with the classes where you?
Man, I wish the VHSL, I wish you could. They could do, because I mean, Springs they're back down to 5. Deep Run's back down to 5. Glen Allen's back down to 5. So we were in 5 the last couple of years. So I think it's maybe 3 or 4 years.
Gotcha. Okay. And Coach, what about you? Same thing with the kind of, it's not preseason, but it's early season tournament. You get to test yourself. You're in the Coach for Change tournament. You have the BCCC after that as well before you go into league play as well. So
I've been thinking of it like what we've seen with some of the colleges this year, and there have been just heavyweight battles in the non-conference schedule. I think as teams prepare for conference and want to be battle tested for the NCAA tournament. So I'm really excited to play good teams early as we go into league play, and I think that's going to make us stronger for the run in January and February that we hope to make. The other thing I'm excited about is, especially on the first day, having all the games at St. Chris to see all the teams and all the coaches whose teams you follow from afar, but maybe don't get to see during the year. Just sitting here with Adam, the job he's done, to have the year that you did last year and knowing that you had quite a building job, it was really fun to follow your team and your positivity and how you built it up. So don't be surprised if you see me in the stands taking some notes on you, Coach.
I appreciate that.
But it's fun to see people who you know and respect work in person and watch their team. So that's something also I'm excited about.
We had the dinner on Sunday. Tell me how the guys like it. I know we had some good food for them. They ate a little more than last time. We had a little Q&A for them as well. So how the guys like the dinner that preceded the tournament as well?
I think it is good, especially for my guys to get them outside of their comfort zone.
Yes,
having to go to a dinner, having to explain to them, hey, you don't wear headphones to a dinner. You got to take those off. Got to be off your phones. You got to communicate. They did a good exercise in the beginning, so they had to go talk to the Godwin girls. Yeah. So I think it's good. We get guys outside their comfort zone because there's a lot of times the basketball court you're gonna have to get outside your comfort zone as well.
For sure, absolutely.
It was a lot of fun too to hear from our speakers, former players in 804, because I know Adam and I probably think we're young, but we're getting
up there now.
We're getting a little older. But to have young people who are currently doing what many of our high school players hope to do, speak to them and offer feedback, whether it's talking about the importance of academics and making sure it's an academic fit, or how to be a good teammate, or Malcolm from Randolph-Macon talking about how he needed to be strong when he got to college and the weight room.
I love that.
There's just a lot that the players could pick up on from the speakers. I think that was a highlight.
Awesome. Well, thank you guys for joining me, man. Good luck this week. I look forward to seeing you guys play again. Hamill Jones with St. Chris, Adam Desgain, J.R. Tucker. We'll see you next time. And now we're going to move on to the girls' side and talk with Bacile of Steward. And we're going to have Hannah Livermon of Mills Godwin. So good luck, fellas. Appreciate you guys.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Good luck.
Thank you, Coach. You too.
All right. We are here now talking about the girls' side of the 804 Coach for Change Community Classic. So glad to have Steward coach Bacile and Mills Godwin coach Hannah Livermon here with us. Ladies, how you doing?
Great. Thanks for having us.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
doing great.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Y'all are buds from way back. DC Sports Leadership Center.
CSL 2017, the best class. We'll let everybody know that. Y'all can fight us for that title, but we know, the real ones know.
Yeah, she's absolutely right. And when I heard I was going with Kara, I'm like, thank goodness. This is going to be so much fun.
We can sit around and yap all day, so it's all good.
Love it. I got the right two in here talking about some basketball. So I'm excited to have you guys. I think, Steward, you've been in pretty much every year you wanted to be in. I think one time you went to Florida.
I wish Georgia. It was Florida. It was Tennessee.
It was Tennessee.
Was fun,
that's what it was.
But I could have used a tan in Florida.
That's right.
That was the 1 year I missed.
That was 1 year.
We were out. But
successful in the tournament every year you're in. I think you won last year and probably won the last 2 years before that.
I think you're
as
right.
well. So you guys are in the Unity bracket. And Hannah, I think this was your first time last year being in. So second time back for Mills Godwin. First to you, Hannah, just talk about the tournament, how you like it, how you like being in it. You always send me messages about the tournament itself. So just talk about that for me.
Yeah, absolutely. And Stephen, thank you so much for having us back for the second year. My team loves it. They last year having the opportunity to play in the Henrico Sport and Event Center, that was a big deal to them. And they're really excited for that again, and of course playing at St. Chris. That's going to be new for our team. It's a new venue. I think it's going to be a really special venue. They're just really excited. I think that the talent that's in the tournament this year on both sides is loaded, and such a good opportunity for us to help us get better and really get us ready for region play. February is going to be here before we know it. Right. So just want to say thank you again for having us back.
Sure, thank you. And we have the tournament floor this time, so that's my pet peeve. The floor is nice, but it's got so many lines on the floor, and people are stepping out of bounds. So I'm glad that we're able to have that nice tournament floor this time. So same thing for you, Kara. What do you think about the tournament and how the girls enjoy being in?
Oh man, we love it, and like Stephen said, we've done it every year that we've been able to. So in the last 4 years or something that we've been in it, and we do it every year because our kids love it, right? And it's also great for just Richmond area basketball. And there's so many loaded teams. in the 804, and to be able to do that over the holidays and stay local, bring the community together, I think is like my favorite part of it. Like, yes, the basketball is really good, but everything else that goes on that entire weekend with your partners and then all the sponsorships and middle school teams coming in, like, it's just a really cool atmosphere. And I think that it like separates it from all the other tournaments.
I appreciate that. Thank you. So going back to you, Kara, how's your team looking? How's the season gone so far? I know you played Highland Springs.
Yes.
That was a good game
for you guys.
You went up to the, was it She Got Game?
She Got Game in DC. We've been rolling. Private school, we could start a little bit earlier than in the public. So we're 4-2 right now. Lost to Virginia Academy, who was reigning state champs in our state division last year at home. That was a battle, though. I felt, good overall. Okay. And then, playing Highland Springs, we played them, and they're always tough. They're always great. Like Langton Harris, like that's my guy, and he is always. It doesn't matter who's on his team; they're going to battle you. They're going to, just go after it. So great game for us. It was a tough, hard-earned win for us to get that one. And then we were just up in DC playing some big competition, and nice for our kids just to get exposure on a different level, number one, and then play teams that are not teams that we usually see around here. Give them a different look. And I think overall we're moving, trending in the right direction. And as a coach, that's all you can ask. Like, just continually get better day after day. So
absolutely,
it's been fun.
Hannah, how are the Eagles looking right now? How's your season gone so far?
Yeah, we are starting out 4-0, but we do have a tough opponent tonight in Highland Springs.
Yes.
We play at 5:30 on our home court tonight. Got to see Kara's team get that win over Highland Springs, and thank you so much for sharing that film with me, because I'm going to need it. Highland Springs, we played them last year. I know they graduated a ton, but like Coach said, I mean, they're so well coached. They're always going to be ready. They're always going to play physical. I will say this year with my team, though, I've been so, excited and happy with how they've also brought the physicality. They are such hard workers. They love defense. And that's what, as a coach, you can't always say that.
That's hard to get.
They take a lot of pride in their defense. So we're going to be ready. We've had two really good practices to prepare for them. A lot of things that we're working on is just making sure that we control what we can control.
Right.
I think that tonight, if we bring it, anything can happen. Right. So really excited for them in this opportunity.
Excellent. Shout out some of your players. Start with you, Kara. Who are some of your leaders, your top players for you? I know. Is it Toman?
Lily Toman. So we got three legit seniors that have been in our program all the way through. So Lily Toman's our point guard, and she's awesome. She's committed to Army. I just had to stutter there, but she's committed to Army. Kid, and I tell people this all the time. I don't think you really appreciate her game unless you are a player or know basketball, because she, like, look at her stat line, you're like, oh, she only had like 8 points.
Control the game.
Guys, she's averaging like 7 assists a game. Like, that is hard to do. We can't run anything without Lily on the floor. Like, she is the ultimate point guard. So just a really fun kid to watch, and just a grinder. She sets a tone for us. And then we've got Ella Grace Saunders, another senior of ours. She's been playing for me since 7th grade.
Wow.
So that when she came to Steward in the 7th grade, like 7th graders can't play varsity. That was COVID year, so we didn't have middle school. So she just straight up practiced with our varsity the entire season. That's all she was practicing.
That's a benefit of COVID.
And
I'm glad to hear a benefit of COVID.
She'll give you that one. And so she has, she knows our system in and out. The kid does everything to set the tone for us, just all the little things. And then another one of our seniors, Brooklyn Kavanaugh. She's still figuring out where she wants to go, but big 6'2" forward.
Number 35, right?
Number 35. She's gonna grind in there. She's gonna bang in there, finish. She's got rocking a nice black eye right now, so she looks even taller than usual. So, but I tell you what, all my kids, man, they're fun. I think that's the best part about it. Like, they make it fun to be there, and the joy they bring to practice in games makes it a lot of fun for us. So, great group.
Excellent. Hannah, what about some of your leaders and your captains for the Eagles this year?
Yeah, we have 3 seniors as well, 3 senior captains. And these are, I tell them all the time, they're 3 of the best leaders I've ever had the opportunity to coach.
That's awesome.
And what I mean by that is just, not only are they vocal, not only do they lead by example, but they just know how to play for each other. And they have implemented that in all the young ones that we brought in. And, last year we did graduate or lose to solid players for us, top scorers. And this year, for me, what I'm most excited about is that any of my players that play can have a night. Like, and give me 12, give me 8, maybe give me 10. Right now, the senior that is leading our team in, points and rebounds is Bella Ross. I don't have the size like Steward. I don't know what happened to Godwin, but we have never had height. But, I've got, the 5'10", the 5'8". Bella is only about 5'8.5", and she plays like she's 6 foot though. And so it's the grit that she has, that mentality to just battle. So she's gonna have a great senior year. And those other leaders that I've mentioned, the seniors are Mia as well as Ari. Just really excited to just see them, take this team to new heights, as well as just making sure that they're implementing the culture that I expect. Right. So
awesome. Virginia Sports Exchange, Stephen Lewis here with Kara Bacile of Steward and Hannah Livermon of Mills Godwin. 804 Coach for Change Community Classic coming up this weekend, guys. Tickets are on 804coachforchange.org, 804coachforchange.org. The girls will start play on December 19th, as the lady said, at St. Christopher School. 2 brackets, all right? Change, tourney bracket, 4 teams, champion out of there, and then you got a unity bracket, 4 teams, 2-game guarantee. Godwin will start it off against Thomas Dale at 3 p.m. On December 19th, and Hanover and Monacan is on the other side of that bracket. Thomas Dale, super talented. Mm-hmm. Anna, talk about the Knights, and you can also talk about the rest of the teams in the bracket as well.
Yeah, absolutely. When I saw we were matched up with Thomas Dale, I was really excited. I know that the history of that program, they have had quite the run, throughout many years. They are going to be physical. Yes. They're a tough team. I know that they have some studs on that team that stand out. My team, how we're going to prepare for them is play our game, match their physicality as best as we possibly can. I think that, some of the teams, like we play Highland Springs tonight. That's a great place for us to start. Absolutely. And kind of start the week out. Yep. I think that that's going to set the tone for the rest of the week. But really excited for that matchup Friday. I know we're one of the first ones. And then on the other side with Hanover and Monacan, I'm pretty familiar with Hanover. We did have the opportunity to scrimmage them this year, which was nice. I know that they have some really key players as well.
And they lost a lot of girls too. They lost a lot of
seniors. They did, They lost a good class last year. But they have some really good returners. When we scrimmaged them, we battled back and forth. We had to know where their shooters are. Yep. And then, I'm really familiar with Monacan. Yeah, I know you're super familiar with Monacan. They well-coached team. They've got some athletes. I think that for that matchup in particular, I think it's going to be interesting because I think that it could go either way, honestly, in my opinion. So I think it's just going to come down to who's hot in that game. So I agree.
I'm excited for that bracket. So Monacan, obviously coached by a twin. And, of Leslie.
Don't get us mixed up, guys. I'm not coaching 2 teams this weekend. One of them's Leslie. All right.
So right after that is Steward and John Marshall. Yes. Very interesting matchup. 6 p.m. And then we have Deep Run in Highland Springs. I believe Highland Springs beat Deep Run about 15 points or earlier in the season. So that'll be a rematch in that first round matchup. But talk about your matchup with John Marshall. That's very interesting. We're talking out there about privates and publics playing one another.
That's always it, right? And John Marshall's been great to us through years too. Like they'll always give us game, which is awesome. Coach Burton, just phenomenal. And one of my girls, Avery, actually plays for him in AAU too. Oh, nice. So we're all very familiar. We share stuff all this time. I really haven't gotten to see them play a lot this year, but she got game when we were up there, so I got to see them then. I mean, same thing. Like they're always going to come out tough, ready to battle, in your face, pressure. And TT Heron, man, I've watched TT grow up. Like I coached her cousin actually, so I remember TT being in the stands when she was little. Yep. And now I'm like, oh man, now you're a varmint out there. Like you're just tearing us all up. So I'm excited to play them. And I know our girls are too. Like just a great experience for our kids. And again, it prepares you for down the road, right? Yeah, like win or lose, like you're getting prepared for playoff time, which is what we all want, and then whatever happens either way, like Deep Run and Highland Springs, Deep Run, they're also Tom Brown's in there now and super well coached. And he's done a great job with those guys. And I think they're steadily building, right? And they lost to Highland Springs earlier in the year, but they're continuing to get better. So you never know what can happen there. And again, if we end up a rematch with Highland Springs, Lord knows what can happen. Either way, because you're always going to battle with those guys. And Frank and I both, we'll change stuff up, see what happens, and give it your best. But I think no matter what, all those games are going to be good games, which is exciting for the area.
Awesome. I get you right here on this. Women's basketball is just at a different level right now in terms of notoriety. Obviously, it's earned, well received. How do you feel about girls basketball getting more of what they should have been getting a long time ago? Now you're kind of at the forefront. Everybody's paying attention.
Yeah, I think that's what's most exciting, right? Like, so for so long, I mean, I think both of us, even growing up in high school and playing high school in the area, like, it wasn't. I mean, it was big, but it was not like it was now.
Yeah.
Right. There's so many great players that came through like before us and then after us all the time as it's continued to build. And I think our kids now are starting to like reap those benefits, right? And see how it pays off in the long run. And there's just so many opportunities now for them coming out of high school, going to college, especially, you know, like NIL and all that good stuff, like, and just being able to put themselves and brand for themselves on the map. People want to come to girls basketball games now. Like we would be begging people to come to our games, right? You know, like, and now you're like, this is cool. Like our student section's coming. That's awesome. So I think it's just really exciting to see the change and the growth, but that's also like on us too. Like we got to continue to build and, you know, boost our kids and make sure it's a good product on the floor too. So.
Yeah, that was really well said. Yeah. Well said. No, I think the thing I've learned, this is my 3rd year at Godwin, and Godwin has a lot of rivalries. Like we just had Deep Run on Friday. You know, we've got Freeman, you know, we've got Glen Allen now that's become this newer rivalry. And it is really exciting because when I was in high school, like we were kind of going through it at the same time. Student section, few and far between, you know? And so like Friday night games and like even tonight, like it's a Tuesday and I know there's going to be a student section. They're excited and they're there to support, you know, not only the boys, but also us. And it's been really exciting to see that in the community, in Henrico County specifically, but I know it's everywhere in Chesterfield, Richmond. So, you know, I'm really excited for the girls basketball in this area to continue to just get better and grow. The opportunities like this tournament that you give us. So really thank you and want to just shout out to everybody involved with helping put this together. So
appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. So super excited again. 804 Coaches for Change Community Classic, December 19th, 20, 22nd, and 23rd. First 2 days at St. Chris. Second 2 days at the Henrico Sports and Event Center. Get your tickets at 804coachforchange.org. You get to see these 2 great programs, other great programs as well. Like they said, a lot of community things going on. Handing out community MVPs. Want to have a different middle school and youth groups involved as well. We just want to have a celebration of basketball, but also just humanity in the 804 area, trying to help people and do things in the right way and celebrate those who deserve to be celebrated. So thank you guys for joining us. I appreciate it. Good luck in the tournament.
Thank you.
And I'm Stephen Lewis. That's it. VA Sports Exchange, another one in the book. We'll see you guys next time.